Hi, welcome back to my channel. It's Dr. Erica. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Please watch all my videos on pharmaceutical, non-pharmaceutical uh, treatments and preventative medications, vitamins, supplements on my main channel called Erica OnagbolaPharmd. And it is a channel since 2011. And I talk about, again, pharmaceuticals, non-pharmaceuticals, disease states, drugs that are for treatment, and those that are for prevention. So I hope that you are able to binge watch on all of my videos on that channel. Please like, share, and subscribe as well. Don't forget to share with family, friends, loved ones who are needing education about their prescriptions, their non-prescription medications, who need advice. Please just share and also visit the reputable resources that I have listed on that channel as well, like the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, and then also the National Kidney Organization, and then the American Heart Association as well, which gives a lot of advice about exercise, about what to look out to prevent stroke and heart attack and so forth. So I do want to reiterate that those are some important, reputable resources that I have referenced on my main channel again. So thank you again for joining me, and I hope that you share and subscribe. So it's Thanksgiving 2025. I uploaded a couple of earlier videos about Thanksgiving this year. I did give an important biblical scripture, and which is Psalms chapter 100, verse 1 through 5, which says, "Give thanks to the Lord, make a joyful noise to the Lord, all ye lands, and because we are the sheep of his pasture, he watches over us, he protects us from day to day." And I just want to remind, if you're not in the Christian faith, remind everyone, just to be grateful, have an attitude of gratitude this season. When we pray, we're to give thanks as well. We're to sing praises. We're to come into his courts with a heart of thanksgiving. And he is, God is on our side this 2025 to find true meaning of the season, to find true meaning of what Thanksgiving on this Thursday really means. We should, with a humble heart, tell God thank you. Tell God, I appreciate what you've done for me, the obstacles I've overcome this year in my life, the transitions I've gone through, because this is not an easy life. You turn on the news, you see all that's happening, the catastrophes, the natural disasters, you know, um, casualties, different domestics, different domestic situations where there might be a altercation, or it could be something that that's preventable or not, but a lot is still going on, and I just want to be the optimistic in every situation. So I do want to just reiterate that finding the right meaning behind being thankful, which leads into, again, we just celebrated Advent. Advent is on our national calendar, where we are to give um, reverence to the Christmas season that's coming up in the next I think 4 weeks or so, which is right around the corner. Black Friday is tomorrow, but in this present day, we can plan for those events. But in today, present Thursday, November 27th, 2025, we are to be humble, giving thanks. So yeah, that's what I want to come on to say to everyone who joins live, or who is going to watch at a later date. It's just always good to be thankful, for the things that that have occurred, that could have occurred, but didn't happen. those things that, um, were foreseen or not foreseen that could have happened, could have gone wrong. So in our life, a lot is happening. Again, in the news, you turn on the channel, and like I said in the other video today, it's just so overwhelming and devastating. But we have to find a common ground of positivity, whether it means um, interacting, connecting, building over a meal, a hot water, um, electricity, um, a roof over your head, clean clothes, being thankful for community, for public health, being thankful for all these, amenities that we take for granted at times. So being thankful and finding meaning behind being thankful comes from our history, our upbringing, comes from a humble place, and I can't just reiterate that enough. I can't get past that enough, and I just want to, as a healthcare provider, someone who's been through a whole lot, building a business, uh, marketing and branding a business, and speaking with so many different people about my business, and going through school my whole life, being present in my parents' life, being present in domestic, situations, and um, helping, to inform inform others of a lot of, the health risk, and things that are, developing, new innovations, so forth. So my testimony goes way back, and I'm thankful. Like I said, I'm very thankful. Thankful Thursday thankfulness. So if you can, you know, bring humor to it, that helps too. Being in solitude, during this season is not a bad thing either. Being being alone, you know, helps bring perspective to, you know, to the things that, bring us happiness, increases our morale, um, just giving honor to God and giving honor to authority and those who have um, authority over us. By me recently celebrating 40 plus years of, of life on the earth, I'm still grateful for that milestone. So many, I was thinking the other day, so many, didn't make it to this milestone that I'm enjoying. So many, didn't make it for health reasons. So many didn't make it for accidental reasons. People, you know, people come and go, and I understand that. And the older I get, the more I realize that things are becoming more scarce. People are becoming more scarce. People you knew, who you grew up with, who you enjoyed, they're becoming more and more scarce, and they're just not present anymore, or available anymore for whatever reason it may be. But that's not to say that we should be downtrodden, or we should be um, in a place where we are um, feeling alone and left. Um, but to enjoy, what we have remaining, or to enjoy what we have, that we have left to enjoy. So I see, um, I see a lot, of course, in the news. I see a lot of new innovations, A lot of accomplishments with this new administration. But again, take good perspectives, a focused perspective on the small little things and be thankful for it. I'm looking for a new book to read. I'm looking forward to starting a new book to read, letting some things go, um, enhancing, embracing some things, um, clearing, clearing some things, uh, clearing out some emotional attachments, and also, taking a new perspective, not just for the new year, 2026, but taking on a new perspective from one day to the next. Taking on biblical perspective, drawing closer to reading and writing, doing more physical training, whether it be uh, jogging or walking or reading or yoga or Pilates, or whether it be um, stretching and warming up, and utilizing muscles and that I don't normally get a chance to exercise, and doing those physical things from day to day can help with the process of enjoying the present, not the past, not the future, but the present. Staying focused in the present, staying focused on what is positive, staying focused on what's going to bring me internal happiness, with or without, outside connection and networking. Because like I said, I've done that all my life. I've networked all my life. So now I'm going from a one day to the next day step, not, planning so much into the future, not giving up on my future goal, but like I said, reading a new book, finding a new book to read, something simple. So, as you can see in the background, I've been doing some sewing. I actually sewed together some online purchases, fabric, sewing them together, as you can see here. And I've had that up for a little while. I've also, you can't see in this video, but I sewed some other curtains to my left here, and I sewed them as well and made them into curtains. And I was inspired by um, my own loved one who made curtains for me years ago. Um, and in remembrance of her, in remembrance of the true meaning behind that gift, at that time in my life, I just was always inspired to do the same, So I made curtains out of fabrics, and um, made some Christmas pillows this year, and I could just got on the machine and dilly dab with some thread and some Christmas fabric, colored Christmas fabric, and some little dainty things, here and there in the house. So my little Christmas tree, you can see, got my little Christmas tree there for the holidays. And what else did I do? Little candy pieces, bunch of little candies, Christmas candy jar, just to, stay encouraged. These are little things that you can do. Fill it up with nice Christmas candies. Show you here. Little Christmas candies. So little things like that that helps, keep the Christmas spirit and the Thanksgiving, spirit going. Just because Thanksgiving is every day, Christmas is every day. Just because we, celebrate on the calendar doesn't mean that we have to stop celebrating for, from day to day, so forth, getting into, again, positive, positivity. So that doesn't mean that um, we can't do that on a daily basis. So it's just always good to be active, to give thanks to God. Oh, and I also have my pine cones too. You can see them. Um, I have some pine cones here that I got from one of the local public parks, and I just placed them up there as well, and my little garden, my little makeshift potted plants that I'm growing. The winter is fastly approaching. The weather has recently taken a dip, and so I had to make accommodations for a lot of my potted plants. So just to keep them healthy and warm as well. So, I mean, again, lots going on, and yeah. So that's the majority of what I have been doing, finding meaning behind what Thanksgiving really means, finding meaning behind a lot of the holiday spirit. And again, I hope that everyone stays positive and everyone is inspired, stays healthy. Do what's recommended. If you're not big on taking prescription medications, if you're not big on taking over the counter medications, do look into um, recommendations from the American Heart Association if you're needing some inspiration. Again, watch a lot of the videos that I have that talks about recommendations from the American Heart Association, the American College of Cardiology, ACC, CDC. Um, who else? Kidney National Kidney Foundation as well. Um, nutrition channel. There's a nutrition channel that I have referenced as well on my other main channel that I hope you look at and you can find some inspiration from. So please like, share, and subscribe. This is Dr. Erica. I hope you have enjoyed this video telling you about a lot of the true meanings behind my positive spirit this year. And I hope to see you on my next video. Please take care, like, share, and subscribe. Dr. Erica signing off. Bye-bye.